You've seen the test, I already know what's on the test, of course. I've already made up the test. Therefore, this is on the test, so you can put a star by it. What is a rational expression? You will need to write it out. And I'm telling you right now what it is, so this is one problem you should not miss, because it's going to be on there. 100% it's going to be on there. Okay? Rational expression is a fraction where you have polynomials in the numerator and denominator. Alright, I'll say that again. A rational expression is a fraction where you have polynomials in the numerator and the denominator. So therefore, if we have a monomial, that's how many terms? One. A binomial is? Trinomial is? Three. If we have more than three terms, it's called a polynomial. Alright, so we're going to have those in the numerator and the denominators. Alright, we're going to be multiplying and dividing right now. So before we even get to the polynomial stuff, let's just go over basic things that we should know how to do. Okay, but we might have forgot. If you're multiplying fractions, 3/4 times, let's say 8/16. Okay? If you're multiplying fractions, okay, what are the two ways that you can reduce? More basic than that. Think about just reducing fractions. What are the two ways you reduce fractions? Top and bottom or diagonally. Never side by side. I can never reduce this 4 and 16, but I can reduce the 8 and 16, or if I choose, I can reduce the 8 and the 4.
And
okay?
If it was possible, could you reduce the 3 to 16? If it was possible.
If it was possible, you could redo this because it's diagonally. So top and bottom, yes, or diagonally, yes, but never across. Okay, so for example, if I wanted to reduce this, what can I take out of the 4 and the 8?
4.
A 4. So this 4 goes to a 1, and this 8 goes to a 2. Now, what else can I reduce? The 2 and the 16. So the 2 will go to a 1, and the 16 will go to a 8. Now, how do you multiply fractions? Straight across. So 3 times 1 is 3. 1 times 8 is 8. I can't reduce it anymore because I took care of it before time. The reason we reduce before time and not after is because you get smaller numbers. If I would have multiplied straight across at the beginning, I would have got bigger numbers, which would have taken, okay, which would be hard to reduce at the end. Alright? Okay, so whenever you're multiplying fractions, you can reduce top and bottom. Okay, now what about if I have this? 3/2 times 9/16 times 10/15. Okay, yes, if you want to multiply straight across, you could, but again, you're going to get big numbers, which are hard to reduce. So therefore, what can I do instead? What can I multiply? What can I reduce? The what?
10 and 15.
The 10 and 15. So what am I going to take out of both?
5.
A 5. So that would make this a 2. This would make this a 3. Okay, what else can I cancel out or reduce?
The 9 and
The 2 and 16, I can't, okay, 2 and 16, that'd make that a 1, that'd make the 16 into a 8.
And the 9 and the 3.
Okay, the 9 and the 3 if you wanted to. You could also do just what? The 3, so the 3's will go to a 1. Now, is there anything else I can reduce? Nope, so I multiply straight across. 1 times 9 times 1 is? 9. 2 times 8 is? 16. I can't reduce anything, so that's your final answer. Okay? So when you get bigger numbers, if you reduce ahead of time, it just keeps your numbers from getting really big. Because sometimes when numbers are really big, we can't think of the factors that will go into both of them. Alright? So when you're multiplying, you want to reduce top and bottom diagonally. Alright? Okay, now, my second thing before we actually get to our rational expressions. I have this, 3/4 divided by 8/22. What's my algebra rule for dividing fractions? Blank, blank, blank. You remember the three-word saying?
Don't you like
Something
switch?
flip,
Keep
change.
It's close, but you're
Keep
way
or
out of
change?
order. Keep, change,
KFC.
flip. Okay? Keep, change, flip. You had the 3 words right, but not even close in order.
Flip, change.
Keep, keep, change, flip. No. It's keep, change, flip. That's what it is. Okay? Keep, change, flip. Just remember that. Keep, change, and flip.
If you keep your change,
Okay?
you can.
We keep the first number the way it is, 3/4. We keep it the way it is. We change division to multiplication. And because we did that, we're going to flip our next one, which means we're going to take the reciprocal. So the reciprocal of 8/22 is 22 divided by 8. Then we reduce and we multiply just like we did before. Keep, change, flip. Okay, remember that. Keep, change, flip. Okay? And then we multiply, so if I would reduce here, I'd take a 2 out of both. So a 2 would make this into an 11, and my final answer would be 33/16, and you reduce that to the smallest form. Okay? Keep, change, flip. Alright? Keep, change, flip. Remember that, Jordan? Very good. Alright, okay, now we gotta apply this to all of our polynomials. Okay, first one, here we go. X squared minus 4. X squared minus 4 divided by x minus 2. Okay, well, we're dealing with our polynomials. Before we cancel anything out, remember you always want to take the numerator, factor it down, take the denominator, factor it down, and then cancel things out. Because whenever you're canceling polynomials out, you have to have the exact same thing to cancel out the whole term. For example, I just can't cancel out an x here. If I want to cancel out an x minus 2 because it's connected by an addition or subtraction sign, I have to have a x minus 2 on top to cancel it out. I can't just cancel out x's here because I want to. Okay, we can't do that. Why? Because it's connected by an addition or subtraction sign. Alright, so we look at the top, my top numerator. Is that a special binomial? Yes, it is. What is it? Difference of two squares. We know that because each term we can take the square root of, and it has a subtraction sign. So my a value is equal to what? X. My b value is equal to what? 2. So therefore that gets broken down into what? X plus 2, X minus 2. My bottom is already broken down to the smallest form. Can't break that down anymore. That's why if you struggle with factoring 2 units ago, last unit, this whole unit is going to be a struggle because it's all factoring. 100% of it. All factoring. Alright, so when I look at this, what can I cancel out here?
X minus 2.
This x minus 2 will cancel out this x minus 2, so my final answer is? And you're done. Broke down to its smallest form. Okay, that's what we're doing right there. Okay? Let's look at another one. We got x squared minus x minus 12. X squared minus x minus 12 divided by 16 minus x squared.
Can we switch that to x squared minus 16?
If you switch it, you got to do what?
Negative x squared.
Negative x squared plus 16 because the signs have got to stay the same.
Oh, really?
Yep. Yeah. Okay, alright. So we're going to leave it like this. So, here we have, on the top, we're just looking at the top. We're looking at the numerator right now. Any trinomial will get factored down into what? 2 binomials. I've got x and I've got x. I look at my signs. My signs are going to be what? Opposite. So I got a plus and a minus. Factors of 12. I got 1 and 12. I got 2 and 6. I got 3 and 8. No, what am I doing? 3 and 4. Okay. So now my signs are opposite. Means I'm going to subtract my factors, right? So which factors when I subtract will give me 1? 3 and 4. The largest factor stays with your middle sign. So the 4 has got to be negative, and my 3 goes here. Divided by, now look at this. Is this a special binomial?
Yeah.
It's what? Difference of two squares. What's my a value? What's my a value? 4. What's my b value? X. So I'm going to have 4 minus x and x, or 4 plus x. Alright? Well, that looks very close to what? It looks very close to x minus 4, right? What's different?
The order.
The order, right? Or my signs. What can I do to change my signs but not change? Take out a what? Very good. if I take out a -1 from here, which means I'm dividing each term by -1, what does this really give me then?
It's -4.
It gives me a -4 plus x. Isn't that the exact same thing what that is? X minus 4?
So it cancels out.
X minus 4, so now this will cancel out with this. Do I have anything else that's canceled out? Nope, so my final answer is going to be what? X plus 3 divided by -1, x plus 4.
And
You're
you
done.
wouldn't,
It's kind of hard.
you wouldn't make it like, because
No,
the -1
no,
is-
you don't ever multiply at the end, because our goal when we want to factor is we want to get it down to its simplest form, its smallest form. Okay, there we got it down to its simplest form, and we're going to leave it that way. Okay, alright?
So you're only taking the -1 from the first term.
For this one, right? We
Yeah,
could do
that's
it here,
what-
but it doesn't do us any good.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Okay.
Alright,
question.
Do you watch
How did you,
wrestling?
flip the sign of the
Arrested?
Why did I?
Yeah,
I didn't flip the sign because it's addition, so order doesn't matter with addition.
okay.
Remember, 3 plus
Okay.
4 is the same thing as 4 plus 3, right? But with subtraction, order matters. Okay? Alright, let's go on to my third problem.
Push back.
Yes?
What if you have the -1 on the top instead of having it on the bottom?
It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter. Nope. Because really that -1, the only thing it's doing is making it, it's giving you a negative in your molten out problem, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Alright, let's look at another one here. We get a little bit more difficult. Let's go 2x squared plus 5x minus 12. 2x squared plus 5x minus 12 divided by 4x squared minus 9. Alright? Okay, on top we have a what? We have a trinomial on top. Okay, so we can factor down that trinomial. To do that, I've got to do what?
Multiply the two.
Multiply, so that gives me x squared plus 5x minus 24. I can break that down into two binomials, which give me x and x. My signs are going to be what? Opposite, plus and minus. Factors of 24 would be 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 6 and 4, 3 and 8. What factors, when I subtract, will give me 5?
3 and
3 and 8. Which one's got to be negative?
8. 3.
The 3. And my 8. Am I done?
No, about to.
No.
Oh, that's-
I've got to do what yet? It's amazing how you know it's for you and I didn't even say anything or look your way. So you must have something. Take your stuff. Does that mean you're going to pass? What'd you think?
Either way.
No, I didn't turn it.
You gonna turn in your sheets?
I think do we have a test in the next 4 days?
Yes.
In the next 4
Friday.
days? Said the next 4 days. Lord. What?
If you miss what we're doing, you can always go on YouTube. You know how to get there on YouTube.
Yeah,
It's
it's
stuff
that,
like.
I'm gonna take
what's
the
that,
batteries
the
off the
college
college
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Go there and you can look it up, or you can see me tutorials. I'm here every day.